So in this short clip, you're going to see me talk to a good friend of mine by the name of Mark Craven. He's an author and an incredible motivational speaker. I asked him to come sit down and talk with me, and it was just like a long conversation. They always are, but it was so beautiful, and there's so many messages like you can pull from it, and I just enjoy watching it over and over again, and hopefully you're able to pull something from this conversation. So enjoy.
Why's my phone blowing up right now?
Keep popping, man.
I know. That's what happens when you're a world famous author.
Yeah.
With 130, actually I upped it, 200 million listeners.
200 million.
On the Craven Effect, which is a podcast that can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, just about any podcast platform that you so desire.
Just those are the
Craven
plugs.
Effect.
The Craven
200
Effect.
million listeners, and the blog actually has 200 million subscribers. It's crazy. It's crazy. I blew up.
Blew up overnight.
I don't know
man.
how everyone's going to fit in Barnes & Noble on Friday, August 10th at 6 p.m.
Whew.
I don't know.
It's going to be crazy.
I don't know how everyone's going to get there, August 10th, 6 p.m. till 10.
You swift with the plugs, too.
Just throw them in.
I'm jealous.
Just throw them in there. So we said, no, we're talking about your next journey, which is crazy. And
Yeah.
you said, like, I might die. And then I said, then why do it?
So why do it? Okay, yeah, that was a real good question. Yeah, I feel like we are, you only get one shot, at this journey, we call life. So, why not go all out? Because in reality, I could walk out my house and get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. So you can't live off that what if, because then it cripples you, and then you're too scared to branch out and do anything. There's always a possibility of death.
Right. Whether you're playing it safe or playing it crazy.
Exactly. And then what happens when you plan it safe? You just live nice little safe life in your bubble.
Yep.
And then
Dude,
you die anyway.
I described it like this. Right before I left California, I was like, you have a lifespan like this.
Yeah.
And you just lived, and you really hated your job. You didn't like anything you did. You were pretty much miserable. Had some okay times, whatever. Mm-hmm. Just not a very dynamic life. You didn't do much that moved you. And then you died here, right? You had this much lifespan. Because we all do die. You just said that, and it's true. So that was this lifespan. But if I come down here and now have this lifespan, maybe it's even in half. But I had so much fulfillment, and I met every dream I ever had, or at least some of the dreams I had.
Right.
And I lived a life of passion and joy, and I used what I had. But I died sooner. If this much more life living, which one would you rather have? This one, jam-packed, or this one that pretty much sucked? I'm just saying, I would rather live a life that may not be as long as somebody else, because I did things, not even because, but that's tricky to say. Do you know what I'm trying to?
I know
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
hopefully they do too. They probably think I'm being nuts. What I'm saying is which is better? The person who had the really long life and they were miserable every day, or the person that had a shorter life that they were fulfilled every day?
That's definitely a question I feel like we all should ask ourselves, because the norm is to go to school, hopefully college, get a degree, get a good job, and then work till you retire and have a family, all that good stuff, then just be set for the remaining 15 years you have on the earth.
Yeah, right.
And then you're too old to do any of the things that you actually want to do.
I can't do something that I hate. You know what I'm saying? When I see people well, you just gotta get a job, you just gotta get a job, just get a job. It's bro, I get a job, I have a job. Well, you gotta get a real job. You think writing's gonna pay the bills?
I hate that term, real job.
Do you think writing's gonna pay the bills? I'm listen, I've worked. I just had this conversation with myself last night. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But I had this conversation with myself last night. I was thinking about opportunity.
It was hard for me to accept the fact that the people around me, that's how they see life. It's just getting a job, just working till you get old and retire, and then boom, that's just it. That's just your life.
Why can't writing, speaking, vlogging, and blogging, why can't that pay the same way that a job at Sam's Club pays?
Right, exactly.
Actually, way better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the beautiful thing with social media. You have all these creators and just technology in general. Like,
Yeah, right.
it gives people a platform to be able to make a nice living out of their passions.
It does. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times when you actually are pursuing something that you love, when you actually have accomplished something that is big and monumental, like walking across the country, writing some books, doing things, that is a beacon on people's failure.
Right.
To listen to their own hearts.
Right.
Their only response, most of the time, is to hate on it. And to be like, well, you need a real job. Because I never went after my dream, so it's bullshit that you're going after your dream.
Yeah, and it's crazy that people have to be like that. Like, we should be inspiring each other, lifting each other up.
That's what I'm saying, and like this, we don't live a life that's full of irresponsibility, immaturity, and neglect. We both work jobs, right, to pay the bills, to like put food in our bellies while we're doing the things that we love to do. But even that, it's like, incorporate that into your life a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love hiking, if you love writing and speaking, do that a little bit while you're the CEO of the company.
Right, exactly.
Or you're the, whatever you are, you're the mechanic, but you like to do this, like you have to live out the talents and the gifts that you have, or you're just going to be miserable. And that's typically when you hate on people like us, because we are doing those things. And it's like, well, you just must not have any responsibility or care in the world, because you're just
I get that a lot too. I'm just like you. I'm a normal guy too.
Right.
I gotta eat. I gotta live.
Right.
But I make time. You have to make time to pursue your dreams.
Right.
You have to. No one else is going to do it. No one's just going to, just hand it to you. You have to make it happen.
Listen,
and people don't get that.
Bro, I'll say this right now. I will never work in a job that's not in line with something that is in my heart.
I feel like everyone has like an equal chance,
Yeah.
Like, everybody goes through some stuff. I feel like, maybe some people have it harder than others, but I believe we are put in that position because like we can handle it. Like everything I went through, I felt like I needed to go through it to become the person I am today.
I guess we should have interesting things to talk about, since we're like the dream chasers and the movers and the shakers, the trailblazers, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't got anything.
You don't got anything? You don't got nothing going on right now.
I got a book release coming up.
Okay, let's talk about your book release.
So I was like, I'm gonna write every single day. I'm gonna write this blog every day. So that's what I did, and like every day I just sat down and like committed to doing it every day. And some days I would have like 2 at once. I was like, boom, I just like, it was just flowing. And then there were some days where it took me 12 hours to like finish something, but I knew I had to finish it that day. You know? So like after a while, like I got it done, and that's what this book is right now. It's all these blogs, so it's about 300 pages of all the content of just sitting down every day and writing. And I still write the blog pretty often now. This dude.
Keep going.
Throwing my train of thought off.
I'm sorry.
If you're just always waiting for like that stroke of inspiration to come, or that stroke of motivation to do the thing that you want to do, like you're probably not going to get it that often. When you have a certain gift and you know that you can do something consistently every day, then you're not forcing it, but you're forcing yourself to work your gift. So like when I'm working on a book, I'm dedicated every day to writing 300 words minimum until it's complete. And then once it's complete, the easy part is that's the easy part, because you'll go past 300. You always meet your goal most of the time. You always 300 words is like nothing. So like that's easy. Once the book's done and you have to like you have to go in and edit it, read it again, make sure like it flows, talk to other people to get them to read it to see if it flows. But that's the part that you're never going to feel like doing. Right. And that's the part where you do it in spite of feeling like doing it. Just like going to the gym. I hate going to the gym. Yeah. Bro, I hate it. I hate it. I do not like any part of it. I don't like the people there. Yeah. I'm like very negative when I get to the gym. Like I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't like people talking to me about my tattoos. Oh, it's like the whole like motivation, inspiration, like hugging everybody mark is not at the gym. Like not the same guy. I don't want to go to the gym. So, but I know I have to. Right. So it's just like I'm either there at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. I think like humans really crave routine. We really do, and it benefits us in a lot of ways. It's a rhythm. Like everything's rhythmic. Like our heartbeat. Right? Everything. Life moves in like rhythm. It does. So, it really does. That's why it's like even when you're doing something creative, you have to be like rhythmic with
Yeah.
it. It's like, all right, this time of day I do this. This time of day I do this.
Exactly.
And then I work on this. And then I work on this. Like, it's just like, it's a rhythm. Like, that's just how the earth
Damn, man.
spins on a rhythm.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna write something tonight. You just hit me. And that's why I like talking to you too, brother, because like you said, like how me making my vlogs inspired you to do your blogs. It's just like it's the same.
Yeah.
Like when just the time I spent with you in California and just the conversations we had and just being around you, like your energy inspired me to do more. You know, knowing that there's other people out there, you know, doing more and, you know, living life, it makes you want to do the same.
Right. Because you see that it's like possible. That's why it's so important to associate with the right people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because like us, even this conversation right now, like our energy's bouncing off of each other. Like, it just strengthens the resolve of your dream.
Yeah.
You know, so like you and I are like spreading this hope of like, you really can live a life that's meaningful. You can live a life that's prosperous. You can live a life that's exciting, that's adventurous, that's scary in a good way. And
Right.
you know, like we're preaching all this stuff, so people are like so desperate for hope. You know
They
what
are.
I mean?
They are, yeah.
And myself included.
Yeah.
You know, like we're all so desperate for hope. So when someone's out there like writing books, doing vlogs, doing blogs, and you know, people are clinging on to it, man.
Like you said, like
cool.
we bounce off each other.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
It honestly is. Like I honestly wouldn't. I would still travel, but I honestly wouldn't do these journeys if it wasn't for like thousands of people watching me do them that tune in every. What is this gonna be my 3rd year now?
Yeah.
I tune in every year to watch these crazy journeys. So
Pretty soon, like National Geographic's just gonna be like,
I'm
with you.
pushing for
You
it,
know
man.
what I mean?
I'm
Yeah.
pushing for a TV
that'd
show.
be cool.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
definitely
forget about
pushing
your boy
for
when you're there.
it. I won't. Man. I'm probably gonna be on it.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here with
What's that? What are you doing? There he is.
get your tattoos down.
That's when AJC. There's a bunch of monsters down there.
There's a bunch of monsters down there. So book signings August
August 10th,
10th.
6 to 10 p.m. Barnes & Noble on the waterfront.
Oh, yeah.
My 3rd book, the blog, or it's just called Blog Book Volume 1. We shouldn't have met this soon.
That's it.
And then for the first 15 people to get it, they get the book 2-Step Success for free. So I just talk about the 2 steps it takes to be successful, no matter what your dream or your heart is. So they'll get that for free. And we're just going to hang out, do a little, you know, talk, a little book reading, some motivational speaking, get people all crazy, because I sang in a heavy metal band, so I get people screaming all the time. It's like it's the middle of the bookstore, this little quiet bookstore, and I got people screaming. So it's literally
dope,
it's a
though.
party and a show. So yeah, come on down, man. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't got anything else to say.
That was beautiful. We're going to do it right there.
I've been feeling dizzy, meeting secretly with me. Every night I keep wasting time inside this room of mind, prisoned with my
Living life to the full.
Yeah.
I probably don't need to say any more than that.